Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well. Tucker Carlson showed up on Twitter with his first episode of his new show. It's been viewed by about 40 million people, or at least 40 million views, and he's doing just fine. The video is about 10 minutes long, and he talks about Ukraine, talks about the mass media, talks about the situation in the world in general, them against us, or they against us. And it's very interesting that Tucker now, unfortunately for him, or maybe fortunately, is on this side of the game. Before he was over there and he was just tolerated there. He was kicked out of that, and now he dropped, put it this way, on our court. And he has to fight here now with no restraints. He's going to have, it seems like, a lower budget, and he's going to have probably a lower promotion, smaller promotion, even though he's on Twitter, and I'm assuming he's got a lot of friends that will help him, which is fantastic. Well, not everybody is happy about it, obviously, and that is his former guys from the other side of the court, which is the mainstream mass media. And I have here 3 articles to exemplify the way they are analyzing his new show. And don't expect for fantastic words. So let's start with this one. This is from CNN Business. And it says that Tucker Carlson launches first episode of low-budget Twitter show after Fox News firing. I have to point out 2 things here. Low budget, that means that's not a good show. It's low budget, small little thing. And then the second one, he was fired from CNN, right? Fox, rather, right? He was fired from CNN too, I guess, wasn't he? Or he just left. I think he was kicked out to CNN 10 years ago or so, 8 years ago, 9 years, 7, something like that. So anyway, CNN very happy about it, and they are telling us about low budget and his firing. Now let's go to the next one, coming from HuffPost, and it's titled Tucker Carlson's new Twitter show, seen by millions, starts with conspiracy theories. All right, that means he's a crazy guy. Don't watch him. Well, it seems like, this is my observation, when someone says or reaches a conclusion that is not the conclusion we are supposed to reach, you're called a conspiracy theorist. And how do you reach conclusions? You reach conclusions by looking at the evidence, put them together, analyze them, and then you reach a conclusion. Now, you obviously can make a lot of mistakes. First, you can pick only a few, you can call them mistakes, or, really you want to reach that. You want to pick only those pieces of information. So what do? You pick only the information that you put together or you use to reach the conclusion, which you start the other way around. This is the conclusion I want to reach, and I want to say, well, I found out this. Then I get the information, or I look for articles or information that would make that point, ignoring everything else. And then I say, oh, this is it. Based on this evidence, you use a certain kind of logic, putting together, analyze it, you reach the conclusion. See? But if someone knows a little bit more than that, we say, wait a minute, how about this? How about that? How about that? All that would change your conclusion, not only the flavor, maybe even the direction, from going that way, the other way. But hey, this is what they do, okay? But they know that the masses do not have that information to come and say and challenge, wait a minute, you didn't give us the whole truth. You gave us just a few pieces, ignoring things that would, run against your points. But hey, those people don't watch CNN and MSNBC and all those weasels. So anyway, conspiracy theory, that's how our conspiracy theory made. Well, I have to say that when I go to buy groceries, I conspire in buying groceries. Why? Because I make a plan, I see what I need, And when I go over there, I conspire to see also what is the best price. All right? So I'm discriminating as well. Why? Because I'm picking the right price, the right product for the right price. So I'm discriminating. I like this chocolate. I don't like that chocolate. Discrimination. I don't like that one. And I conspire because I plan on going and doing all this. Now, let's go back to this little article that, it's conspiracy theories. Don't watch it. And the third article that I have ready here, it comes from Business Insider. And it says Tucker Carlson is nothing without Fox News and his sad Twitter broadcast debut, Jesus Christ, debut proves it. Now, I don't know if it's nothing, because his show was watched more than CNN's or whomever in a day. I mean, at least at 9 o'clock, prime time or something, 8, 9 o'clock. Why? His show was viewed about at least 40 million times. So 40 million times. Is that the same? Show me a show on CNN, MSNBC viewership, Fox, in one show, 40 million. So I don't know if that is a really nothing or is a sad Twitter broadcast. The quality was not the same. The quality of the video was not the same as Fox, but you don't look over there for the pores on the face or the facial hair or something like that. You look for the message that show gives you. If you learn something, if you're entertained, and so on. It's just the analysis of these three, Business Insider, CNN, and Huffington Post. I just picked 3 out of many. None of them, I'm talking about the mainstream mass media in the US, none of them came with something positive. One of them said, yes, it was 40 million people and all that, but nothing like, oh, that's a great show, that's good. No, they just either is like neutral or like this kind of headlines. Well, welcome to our camp, Mr. Tucker Carlson, and he's gonna do great. He's gonna do great because he already starts from here, and I think he's gonna go up because now he can say more than he was allowed over there, and it's a lot to be said. The problem is, people like me or like other like low budget, really low budget, can't afford, spreading their wings too much and having a big enterprise. But nevertheless, with the little that we do, I think is together added, they make a big change. They offer a different perspective on what these guys do not offer. Do not offer not because they can't, because they don't want to. There's a script, my friends, and it's not that I don't want to follow the script. I want to find out what happened. And whenever I want to find out what happened, that runs most of the time against the script, because the script is just picked together, a few things, but narrative, or better the other way. Narrative, what do we pick? This. We put it together and we sell it. And people are, yeah, man, that's what it is. Okay. As long as we're still allowed to communicate with you, kind of freely, we're still good. This is a freedom of speech country, freedom of expression. Limited, we're told. It seems like it's limited for some and not limited for others. Because I watch on YouTube certain people saying certain things, I'm like, how in the hell this person was allowed to say that? And he's still there. Still there, perfectly. Anyway, and I said milder things, and they had a big problem with that. They being... Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.